How's it going, everyone? Little dancing poo. This one, let's see, this one. And then this one, you got to have some room for this one. Merry Christmas, everyone. If you're not ready for Christmas, you might be a little too late. This is Christmas Eve and Sunday coffee break. And we've been kind of busy here in the garage all week. I've been, doing a lot of stuff, taking care of, finishing up Pachinko, got Scorpion. Started messing around with it a little bit, working with the 3D printer, just kind of getting used to my CAD program again, and I have a project coming up, project with Scorpion. We're gonna try and make a back for the drop targets. That'll be fun to do. I have a DIY project that I'm kind of working on off and on as I'm doing some things around here with a Xbox 360 Connect, using it as a scanner for the 3D printer. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to scan some smaller stuff, but most of the stuff that you can scan with it has to be usually bigger than your fist. Anything smaller and it's just kind of blacked out and really kind of blotchy and nasty looking. When I do the video, I'm still working with it, trying to get everything kind of down, and so when I do a video on it, that it actually comes out and looks like at least I'm getting a handle on what I'm doing with it. I did one scan with it because, like I said, I wanted to see how small I could scan with it, and it didn't. I scanned in Ultron, and when you see the video, you'll see how bad it turned out. But you gotta mess around with it and see how much you can do with them. The Connect scan, the Connect 360 Connect, Works pretty good as a scanner. You know, there's better scanners out there that you can get, industrial scanners, and you know, the real scanners for scanning stuff into your computer. But this was kind of a DIY. This is stuff I have sitting around, and I figured that's perfect. We can mess around with something that we have here, and we don't spend any money. And right now, that's the goal, is not to spend any money on what I'm doing. That's why with Scorpion, I have everything here to take care of Scorpion. So I won't have to spend any money to get it back up and running. Pachinko, the only thing I have to buy for it is I got to buy it some new balls. There's just not enough to finish up. It's finished, it's just that I don't know gameplay, because I don't have enough balls for, you know, for a real gameplay on it. And back to the scanner, we can scan in some stuff, scale it down, and, you know, print out some pretty neat things. So everything I have for that project is here. We use an old non-working turntable as a way to turn our subject instead of walking around it. I have extra tripods, so I was able to mount a Kinect on a tripod. I haven't done anything yet with a video. I haven't even started it. I'm just kind of getting everything together and getting it working, so when I do it, I can show you what I did do and what not to do, and what it will do and what it won't do. So it's kind of interesting. You know, I was kind of disappointed, but you know, it is what it is. It's only an Xbox 360 Kinect, and they were kind of a dud. You know, they had the 360 Kinect, and then they had the X1 Kinect, but they didn't go any further than after Xbox One with the Kinect. I think it just kind of laid an egg, and now everybody's kind of repurposing them. I have an Xbox One Kinect in the house, and you know, we could do the same thing with it, but the results are the exact same as with the 360, so there's no sense in wasting that one. I had three or four or five 360 Kinects sitting around, so I can screw around with them, and you know, if I trash one, it's no big deal. I'll throw it in a dumpster, throw it in a box, and use it for parts or whatever, so I can then move on to another one. So that was the whole idea with me mounting it on a tripod instead of holding it or trying to set it on something. At least on a tripod you can set it up, and you know, you can get your angles to do your scans. So I tore one all down and, you know, screwed around with it and figured out how to mount it on a tripod, and then I mounted one on a tripod. So it works good. I set the tripod right up here on the bench and work off of the other bench over there with the turntable, which is kind of high. I may need to work with my card table or a smaller bench, so I can kind of get on top of the scan a little bit more, the subject more with the scanner, so I can get a little more detail on the top than the side and then the bottom. So it's just a matter of screwing around with it and working with it and getting it working the way I want it to. Well, it's never going to work the way I want it to, but we're going to get it to work the best that it can work as far as using an Xbox 360 Kinect. Let's see, this past week I posted, Wednesday was the little Emerson PD 5200. I told you I was going to post that, and I went ahead and did post that. And surprisingly, it worked. So it was just a matter of getting it cleaned up so it would be presentable and usable again instead of, you know, looking like crap. So it was fun. I tore that sucker completely down. I mean, I tore guts out of it and everything, and cleaned it all up, and then put it all back together. And you know, hey, it worked. It still worked. So I have it sitting back here. If I want to listen to a CD, I can, because I don't have a CD player. I sold them all. And let's see, yesterday I posted Pachinko, and let's see, what was that one? Oh, that was repinning, wasn't it? Was that the one where I repinned? Put all the pins back on the play field? I got to think about that for a minute. That would have been part 4 or part 5, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, another Pachinko. I finally got it finished up. I think there's going to be probably four more parts to that, and then that'll be finished up. And I'll start working on Scorpion, and start doing some videos on Scorpion. And I'll be throwing some more 3D printer stuff in amongst next week. Or no, maybe the one I posted yesterday was cleaning up all the playfield parts. I may have just uploaded the one where I pinned it. I don't know. You guys watched it. I didn't. I just posted it. And let's see, and then like I said, we'll work on throwing some 3D printer stuff in there, and Scorpion. We'll get Scorpion all back up and running. Pachinko, next week after Christmas, I may just go ahead and post every day and get Pachinko done and out of the way, so we can start the new year with some new stuff again, like with the 3D printer. But now, next week I want to print. I want to post one on a 3D printer. I have one that's already uploaded and ready to go on. I just have to post it. It's a good, decent video. At least I think so. I'm having a lot of fun with the 3D printer. It's challenging. If you're not real familiar with CAD programs, it can be really challenging trying to maneuver stuff around and get stuff where you want it and how you want it with a CAD program. At least with 123D Design by Autodesk. That one, it's pretty tough. Speaking of since we're still on the 3D printer, the program I'm using for scanning is K-Scan. Yeah, it works pretty good. It's pretty simple. Same thing. It's like using a CAD program. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but you know, all that software is. I swear to God, some lawyer designed it and figured out how to use it, and that's how he wrote it. Because if you read anything from a lawyer, you can't understand nothing. But Christmas is here. Tomorrow we'll sit down and be with family, which is just me, my wife, and my mom. Having turkey again. We're doing turkey for Christmas because we had quite a bit of turkey left over from Thanksgiving, but my sister and brother-in-law came in the following day, and then we had big dinner again, and that was the end of all the turkey. And everybody's hungry for turkey again instead of ham. So we're going to have a big turkey dinner again. I'm cooking another 20-pounder for tomorrow. And I don't mind. I enjoy cooking the turkey. Everybody seems to like my turkey and stuffing anyway, so I'm the one who gets nominated for cooking turkey and making stuffing. Mom makes everything else. And then New Year's coming up. New Year's we always have, it's the same thing every year, and that's kielbasa and sauerkraut and mashed potatoes. That's just New Year's for us. That's what we do. It's kind of a German tradition, and that's, you know, I'm full German, so that's what we have. Kielbasa and sauerkraut. I know, and kielbasa is Polish, but that's why I always get smoked sausage too with the kielbasa. So we always have the kielbasa, the smoked sausage, and sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, and whatever. That's just it's the way it's been through the family for years and generations, really. That's what we've always had. Let's see, anything else coming up? I have other stuff that I want to get into, but right now I have, you know, the three projects going right at the moment. And what's kind of nice is Scorpion and the 3D printer are gonna kind of merge together and be one project in its own when we start trying to figure out how to make that piece we need for it. And hopefully I can make it. I'm not holding out any hope, because if I keep thinking about it and remembering what it's like, and it's going to be difficult to do. But I think I can get it down on design. But I got to keep working with the CAD program to get better at manipulating and putting stuff where it belongs. And thank God for Undo. If it wasn't for Undo, you'd have to start over every time. Every time you screw up, it's like, oh shit. Close, open a new one. At least here you can, undo. And then you can just undo it and start over with what you're working on it right there at that moment. I kind of quit straightening up in here because I wanted to do some projects before it does get too stinking cold out here. And speaking of, tomorrow is supposed to be in the 50s, close to 60 degrees for Christmas. 50s today. So, go figure. It's the way Thanksgiving was too. You know, we had a snowstorm. They were threatening us with like 6 to 10 inches of snow, and then we ended up with like about 4. It all stayed north and west of us. And that's been kind of the norm for the past couple of years, because we live right here in the snow belt, but we haven't been getting the snow like we used to. You know, just the patterns have changed a little bit. And it doesn't take much for the wind to be off just a little bit, and it blows it north, or not north, but blows it west of us or east of us, and we don't get it. Everybody else around us gets it, but we don't. Which I'm very happy for. Past couple of years I haven't had to run the snowblower. I haven't had to go anywhere. We get a little bit of snow and I go out and take my snow shovel for a walk, and it gets bright enough and the asphalt and just melts it down and it's gone. But I do have some other projects that we can do after we're done here with this. Once we finish up with this, we can work on something else. But no, like I said, I got tired of cleaning and straightening up. I felt like doing some work on some stuff, so that's what I did. I took a break from straightening up in the garage and started working on some stuff. We still have the little CNC machine, little CNC machine to put together and play around with. I think the CAD program works for it too, that I'm using. I know there was one of them that did. K-Scan works for it, but I don't have I think it's the 4-axis. You know, I can't do 3D along the side. I can just do the platform like the printer, which is okay. You know, we can cut out some parts. We can make some parts or make some projects with the 3D printer and then put it in the CNC and do some carving on it and have some fun that way. There's just a lot of things we can do with those two. You know, you could spend a month making videos on just the 3D printer and the CNC, but that gets kind of old on the channel after a while. Kind of notice that people like something different every now and then, you know, do some different stuff instead of there for a while it was just pinball machine after pinball machine after pinball machine. And then all of a sudden we got started down in the outdoor market, and then it was electronics, turntable, stereo, cassette deck, CD player, turntable. You know, but I did get a bunch of that done up and sold quite a bit of it over the summer, and I still have quite a bit down there, and I still have a lot in the warehouse I can go through and put a lot more stuff together and go through it. I'm out of cassette players down below and in the warehouse, and I think I'm down to like 1 or 2 CD players down there, and I think I have 1 or 2 more out in the warehouse to go through. But I do have a lot of stereos and turntables. You know, I haven't even brought any of my turntables over from the other shop. There's last time I was over there, I counted I had 12 turntables sitting over there that need to come over and be gone through. But you know, those are all going to take money to fix, so they're going to stay over there until things get a little better, and then I have a little bit more cash to buy parts, belts and needles and what have you to get those put together. Right now I'm just kind of working on everything that I can, that I don't have to spend any money. That way, if I don't spend any money, then I have money to pay Bill. That's why Christmas was a little lean this year. In fact, I didn't get my wife anything, or I didn't get my mom anything, because I didn't have the money to buy them anything. And same with them. Mom didn't buy us anything, and I think my wife, I think she did. I think she bought us everything. She put everything on her card, and she takes care of that. She pays her own. So you know, and you're not going to tell her not to. It's not gonna, that won't fly. She'll do what she wants to. So I let her. I don't care. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and then come back and come up with some more stuff to talk about. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I love the holidays. It was, let's see, Thanksgiving, our one radio station out of Erie started playing Christmas music all the way up until tomorrow night. And I come out in the shop, or garage, whatever you want to call it. I turn it on, and that's what's on the whole time I'm out here, unless I'm doing a video, and then I got to shut it off. But Christmas music, Christmas music. I've always loved Christmas, ever since I was a kid. When I was a kid, yeah, because you got a bunch of presents. But now just a good time of the year. Not too cold yet, not real snowy, and you get to eat really good food, and eat too much and nobody says anything to you because you're eating too much. And get all those cookies and cakes and pies and all kind of stuff that you can kind of overdo it on. But yeah, I've always loved the holidays. It's always a good time of the year. It's usually not the busiest time either. Summertime's my busy time, 7 days a week. But even during the winter, I'm out here 7 days a week. Unless it's real cold, and then I'll stay in and I'll do something in the house, on the computer in the house. Work on maybe a new intro or outro. It's about time to change those. Those are getting old. Every time I do a video now, I put them on. I said, man, I'm tired of those. I'm sure everybody else is too. It's time to do something different. So it's kind of one of my goals is first of the year is to have some new intros and outros. I always do something. I try and do something different for a coffee break. I don't put an outro in. I don't know why. I just feel I don't need to. But I like doing the intro with the since I got the sign going. I like that one. I had the coffee cup on there with crap coming up out of it, and that was okay. It just sometimes my imagination just, I have a vivid imagination, but there's the stuff's just not there to do what I want to do. So I just kind of settle with that. And I thought it was kind of neat for, a couple, and then same thing. It's like, nah, that's lame. Do something different. So the coffee break sign, that's pretty good. I'll leave that one alone for a little while anyway. But for my regular videos, yeah, those are getting old and lame. It's time to do something different with those. I try and do some different music in my videos as we go along. I still pay for, what is it, a Epidemic? EPID Mic. Epic. Whatever. Still pay for that so I can use all the music out of there and sound effects and stuff like that. So I can do different music, when I'm doing videos and doing time lapse. I can put some different music in the videos instead of the same thing all the time. And I like a lot of different music, so you'll hear all kind of music from bluegrass to country to rock to hard rock, and I even like a little hip hop, and I'll even throw in a elevator music every now and then. I don't mind listening to some of that a little bit. Some jazz, I'll listen to some jazz, and I'll put that on there too if it's something that I like. But yeah, time to change the intro and outro. But good weather for Christmas, that's for sure, this year. Seems to be kind of a theme here lately. Thank God I don't have to go to Walmart or anything during this time of the year. That really gets hectic. Not like it used to. It used to be that, you couldn't get near one of those places during the shopping season, but I think a lot of people, well, I know this year, move up there. A lot of people don't have the money to shop like they normally did. So there, And I read that Amazon, their online sales are down just because, people don't have the money. And I've been hearing on the radio and news reports that, people ran out of money early this year before, during shopping season. So the stores aren't as busy, I guess, as what they normally are, at least around here. I don't know if they are where you live. But it's a different time of year. Different time of year. Different year altogether. I'm kind of running out of what's going on. It's not dark. So I think I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll probably finish up the coffee break. Christmas Eve coffee break. I did notice, though, when I was doing pachinko, that I had two different balls for it. I got a little bag in each one that had about 8 in each bag. And the ones that are stamped with a logo or whatever on them are 11 millimeters. And the other ones, just the chrome balls, were 11.11 millimeters. So they were sticking in my pins. So when I order the balls for it, you have to order 11 millimeter and not ball bearings that are 11.11. And I think that's 7/16. They're just a hair smaller and they fit through the pins better. They'll go through the tulips and the centerpiece fine, but the big ones, they kind of hang up in the pins, in some of the openings of the pins, because they are so close. Because, it's supposed to be challenging. It's not supposed to be win every time. They're made to make money, not lose money and pay out. I guess somebody had told me in the comments that Japan doesn't allow gambling, so you win prizes with the pachinko in the pachinko parlors. You don't win money, you win prizes. Still, nobody has told me, how you get the balls, if you buy a bag of balls, or buy by the pound, or what to play. I have noticed, though, that you can fly through a lot of balls in a hurry. So they better be pretty cheap, and or get a lot for your money, because like I said, those things really burn through the money, or burn through the balls. Burn through your balls. Would I do them again? Oh yeah. Like I said, I have the other one sitting over there, and I may start on it just to see what I have to do to it, get it tore down. Anyway, I didn't have to steal anything off of it for the one we did. Was able to make and do what we needed to do with what we had. So the other one is just as complete as this one. Well, the other one's a little bit more complete, but in worse shape. But I didn't want to steal anything off of it because of, we may be able to fix it too. Why? I don't know. Because I like doing them. They're kind of challenging and fun. I really enjoyed doing it. And if I come across more of them, I'll pick them up. They seem to be fairly cheap and kind of a run-down state. You can get them. Not that our state's run down. It's just that the condition of them's run down. That you can pick them up pretty cheap and have some fun with them. What am I going to do with them afterwards? I don't know. I may set them up over at the arcade just for everybody to have fun, and then they can steal all the balls out of it. Because the balls are great for slingshots. And that's what they sell those 11.11 They sell them as slingshot ammo, but you have to have just the 11 millimeter, and they fit. You don't have to do any modifications or anything. So kind of, if you're working on one and you need balls, remember 11 millimeter. I built a base for it, nice little stand, so it stands up really nice. Like I said, you'll see it. Next week I may go ahead and just kind of just start posting the pachinko to get it out of the way for the end of the year. But Wednesday will be my 3D printer. I'll do the video on the 3D printer, but Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, and Saturday maybe to finish up pachinko. It's what I'm kind of thinking right now. I've been working at it pretty hard to keep editing and rendering and then posting every day so I can get a video on there every day, and then I can get through that. I don't know if I want to push it, through January, because, if I post one a week of pachinko, that takes us into February. And nah. Even if I post two a week of pachinko, then everything else sits and waits. And then I'm working on something else. And so I think I'm just going to go ahead and push pachinko through next week, with our Wednesday being our will be the 3D printer, and then we can start working on it. I'll start making some other videos, probably Scorpion and 3D printing. I'll do some more on that. I may throw something else up on here and throw something else in on a Wednesday just to kind of break things up. Because I don't know, some people, they'll make a video a week and post it. Me, I'm out here every day, and usually every day I'm working on a video, and potentially I could have 5 videos ready to go every week, because I just keep doing it. That's what I do. So and it's not like I'm making money off of YouTube, so I'm not buying and going and getting stuff and and doing other things like that. It's I come out here, I work on the stuff, I make videos, and then I post. And hopefully you guys will watch it and enjoy what I work on and what I do. And what I do. Scorpion will be fun. I enjoy that machine. I have stuff to do. Every time I go walking around and looking for something, I find something else. Oh, hey, I can do a video on that. Or, hey, I can do a video on that. I have that sitting over there that I can do a video on that. Or, wow, I can do series. I can do a series of videos on that. Well, anyway, I think that's going to do it for our Christmas Eve Sunday coffee break. And if you're traveling, I hope everybody is careful and has a really good Christmas. And I will see you next Sunday, which, if I'm not mistaken, is New Year's Eve. Usually it's a week off. So, everybody have a great holiday, great Christmas. Don't eat too much. Don't spend too much. Till next weekend. Next Sunday.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
see you.